Welcome everybody. This is week 18. Hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody had a great weekend. We are back. Some of us are back in the building and some of us are back as we are normally virtually. Well, hello again, and I want you to welcome you all to, like I said, week 18. We're going to go ahead and get started in a fun activity. This one you're going to need pencil again. I would go ahead and get some basic crayons for your skin tones. Again, like we've done that before. So kind of try to pick some crayons for your skin tone. And then if whatever you're going to use as far as for the inside, we're going to do an eye. I'm going to show you really quickly. We're going to do eye. Oops, the CT had it upside down. We're going to do different types of eyes. I'm going to do the eye that's similar to this one, but you can do different things with your eyes. I've given you some examples. I want you to have fun with it. I don't want you to limit this picture to anything. You know, you can draw your a beach scene here, maybe the ocean, how we've done the different perspective drawings where you have a river going in the middle or something like that. I mean, so I want you to just make it unlimited. Okay, so let's have fun and let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we need to draw the circle that's going to go as for the pupil. No, I don't. I mean, I have circle tools in here that I could use, but I want you to do this freehand. So let's go ahead, and when I draw my circles, I kind of see I'm doing a couple of different lines going all the way around like this. So I am doing more than one line, and I'm just kind of going around with a line. So you see, just kind of play around and make sure you don't go over the edge too much, but check the way you have everything and line it up. And you see, like I said, I've got multiple. That's what I do when I draw. I do multiple lines sometimes. So then I clean them up at the end. All right, so there we go for that. Now we're going to do the outer part around our eyes. So I'm going to go and I'm going to line it up right around that circle here. So I'm going to come here. And then I'm going to come out like that. Same thing below. Come in like this. And then just bring it in like this. Okay? So there's your eye already. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a smaller circle inside like that. Okay? Smaller circle like that inside. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a little bit of the larger circle, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm kind of going around with a line, more than one line, just kind of going around. All right, so there we go with my center eye. Okay, and this is going to be our center pupil. All right, let's go ahead and draw. I'm going to get rid of some of my erasure lines from my eraser, and I'm going to come out like that. And I guess I'll call them eraser fuzzies. So let's get rid of our eraser fuzzies. Okay, there's the top part. And that's the crease of your eye. We're going to also draw the bottom crease of your eye. Just like that. Now a lot of times you can get into a lot of detail with this. I should do, and I probably will. Maybe next week I'll do a value version because we need to step into value. And that way you can see how you can get in and blend and everything like that. So we might do that for next week. But this week, this one's going to be color, just for color. Okay? So now after I've done that, I'm going to now fix this part. So I'm going to kind of round off this area just a little bit like that. And then put that in there just like that. So if you didn't see, I just kind of rounded it off and then brought that in. Okay? All right. So that's that part. Now it's time for us to do our lashes. Lashes sometimes can be tricky. Sometimes people can do your lashes just with lines. So I'm going to show you, you can go like this and make a line. Make another line. See, I'm just kind of making my lines go out. Making your lines go out like that. Making your lines go out. You're making them along this ridge here of your eye, not the pupil, but just going out like that. All right, just going out, out, and out. All right. Now, some people like to do bottom lashes. If you want to, you can. I'm just showing you that you can if you want to. That's if you want to. Sometimes bottom lashes can come outside the line here. Very faint line. Oops, I went inside the eye. I want to keep it outside here. Okay, there we go. And this part gets really thin, so it's not as thick as the other. All right, I'm going to kind of make that a little bit thicker with my line. Now I'm going to outline. Okay, so I'm going to get my black Sharpie here, and oh, that's right, I need to use another black Sharpie because that one was not working really well the last time. So let's see if this one is going to be better this time. So let's go ahead and trace everything we have here before we start doing our color it in version. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and outline. Hold your paper so that way you don't move your paper as you're doing this. And I'm going to go all the way around here. I'm going to do my outside line. Then I'm going to do my bottom line. Now I'm going to do my lashes. I'm going to kind of make them a little thicker, so I'm going to go like this and do a double line there. See, I'm just going back and forth. Okay, same thing down here, just kind of go back and forth. Okay, all right, now I need to fill in this part. So I'm going to use, like I said, you can use your Sharpie black marker and fill in this whole section right here. And Ms. CT hopes that when you look at to prepare for your assignments that you're looking at my information on the PDF first, so that way you can see everything that you need, because sometimes Ms. CT forgets to at the beginning of her lessons to tell you what you need. So like I said, I know we needed pencils and crayons or colored pencils, so it's up to you. All right, now, as you see this time, I'm not even going to worry about erasing my extra lines because I'm going to go ahead and get right into coloring. Okay, so if you want to use marker, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. Now I'm going to show you this because you can do this. This is what I was talking about earlier. I'm going to show you that you can do whatever picture you want to. Say for instance you want to do a perspective drawing and the road is going to go into the eye portion, and then I might have my sidewalk here. I might have a horizon line going like this. I know in my example I showed you clouds and the sun, but I think I want to go a little bit deeper and just have some fun stuff here. So this is going to be some mountains. Some mountains. Okay. All right. And now I'm going to bring myself a sun in. Partial sun. And you can use a zigzag line for your sun, or you don't have to. So I did zigzag, and then I'm going to add my clouds. All right, if you want to add some snow top caps for your mountains, you can. If you want to add, and like I said, you clearly don't have to do what I'm doing. You can do the sun and the sky. Like I said, you can do the different other examples. You can do space. I want you to be creative. Please do not just, and if you do something like this one, elaborate more. Bring something else in. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead and trace out what I have right here so far. Okay. Might add another cloud over here that I didn't add before. Okay, here are my mountains. There's the horizon line going over there. Yep. So I didn't intend to do this, but I said, you know what, I wanted to show you all a different version other than the sample that I have put out there. So I wanted to give you something else to work with. So there's that, and now I'm going to go in and just erase anything that's inside the eye picture, so that way when I start coloring I won't have extra pencil lines from that. Okay, so now let's clear all that out, and I might just go around and get any of the extra lines there. All right. But I definitely am going to show you a value assignment next week with the eye, because that would be so cool. All right, so now let's go ahead and let's get our skin tone first. I'm going to do that first. That means I'm going to come out here. It's better to really use the crayon with no paper, but I'm just going to go ahead and do so. Like I said, just make sure you use your skin tone and go in and get your background part done. Kind of make it nice and smooth. Okay, now I'm going to do this just because I'm going to show that could be the area where your nose is. Okay, all right. Alrighty, now we're going to leave this part white, and then we're going to go ahead and get inside here with our scenery. So I'm going to get the sun, and I'm going to do like I normally do. I'm going to color it in, and then I'm going to add a darker value on the side, or either I can go like this, watch, to show some texture. We've talked about texture. So I'm just showing you some texture on the side of our sun. And actually make sure you wait till your Sharpie area is dry before you do any more, like I just did where I blended it too much. Okay, so here goes my sky. I'm going to go ahead and do my crayon work in here. Let's see, I'm going to get a better blue. Now, I really want you to take your time when you're working. Like I said, we've got some good work that has been coming in, and I want you to keep it up taking your time. Like I said, you all have been doing a great job. Can't believe our time is flying so fast that January is here, and it actually snowed today a little bit, which was cool because we've been looking for some snow, haven't we? All right, so now let's get our mountains. I'm going to do some gray at the bottom of our mountains here. And I'm going to do darker on one side than the other. Be careful not to go over the edge like I just went and did over the edge here. Okay, there we go. I'm going to do the same thing on the side part right here. And then my road, I'm going to make my road. Hey, why not go ahead and, I'm going to do these like this to make them rectangles, so that way I'll make my road lines yellow. And I'm going to let that dry because I saw what happened the last time. So let's go ahead and go over top of this part with the black, because our road is black. Okay, now we can go in, and it's probably hard to see, but if you use a Sharpie, if you have a colorful Sharpie, or if you have colorful marker, you can go ahead and, yeah, you can definitely use markers. You don't have to just limit it to crayon like I do. All right, now let's go ahead and get the grass going. I'm going to make sure that I do not pick, let's do a test first, that I don't pick that yellowy, yep, that's the yellowy green. I'm going to put that to the side. I'm going to get my other two greens out. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start with the lighter green and then go in just like that. The lighter green. Okay, and if I want to go like this, I can do like I did before with the grass lines on our paper, and then I'm going to go through and do the green to make it fill in more, the darker green. So and if you want to add trees, and you could do trees as well. Okay, I think I'm good on that because I'm not going to do anything else to the clouds. Normally I'd add some gray to the clouds, but since I added that to the mountains, I'm going to keep it the way it is. All right, so this is our amazing eye. Like I said, make sure that you have everything filled in correctly. Make sure that you have colored in your background the way you want to have it colored in. I'm just adding some more color to my background, but like I said, just make sure that you take your time. This is a fun project, and like I said, I want to do some further detail with you all with some value in the coming weeks. It could be this week coming up or next week, but I want to go over value first, so that's probably what I'll do next week. We'll go over value, then we'll do a value eye. Okay? All right, everybody. Well, I love you, and I miss you dearly. Miss seeing you all. Hope everybody's doing well, and don't forget, like I said, to put your name. And this is week 18. Have a great one. I'll see you next week for week 19. So have all the projects done, because Miss CT is going to erase and restart the other projects, so that way I'm moving back across the line again. All right, have a good one. Talk to you soon. Be safe.